Hey y'all, so I am getting ready to go to dinner. It is after 2 o'clock and you're like, after 2 o'clock getting ready to go to dinner? Yes, because I want to take my time, and then also dinner is an hour away. I plan to get on the road at 4. So I'm gonna let you guys see me do my makeup look, which I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Makeup, get ready with me. So I'm actually gonna take these off and put on some different ones. So one fun fact about me is I love wearing lashes, but I hate putting them on. So I try and make myself get them out the way so I can get them out the way. But then sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like doing lashes, so I'm gonna wait until the end. And then when the end comes, I'll be like, I should have did this first. How have you guys been doing? It has been a while, hasn't it? Coincidentally, what was the last thing that I talked about in my last video? How I was concerned about the upcoming election, how I didn't want Trump for another presidency, but how I was highly concerned that Biden was still running. So what happened between now and then? Well, Biden dropped out. Vice President Kamala Harris ran, and she lost. To who? Donald Trump. Wow. It's been interesting times. As crazy as that election was, I was so glad, like I was relieved Vice President Kamala ran, because I felt like, okay, I have something to believe in. I was worried about President Biden running again because of some, visible issues. And Trump, like, come on. It was cool, the amount of money that she was able to raise and the amount of noise that she was able to make in 100 days. Still, the results were disappointing. But yeah, that was the last thing that I talked about on my channel. And I think that was July, August. It wasn't too long after me posting my last video that Biden announced that he was dropping out. Life has been really good. It's been an adventure, a journey. It is now end of November. Thanksgiving is next week. What has been the biggest thing that has happened since my last video, besides the election? My birthday. My birthday was November 1st, and I turned the big 35. I am 35 years old. I can't believe it. I don't feel like it, and I don't know what 35 is supposed to feel like, but I understand that 35 is a huge adult age. It is 5 years from 40. I am closer to 40. Well, yes, I'm closer to 40. If you really break it down, than I am from 30. As the days go by, I get closer to 40. That coming out of my mouth versus how I feel, I always say all the time, I still feel like I'm 18 and I just graduated high school. I'm so excited to be 35. Hold on, y'all, let me concentrate. I'm so excited to be 35. I'm excited to be any age. You're gonna hear me say often, I want to live as long as I can as Maya Ellington. I'm just learning new things about myself, things around me. The more that I find out, the more I want to stick around and just see how things end up. God, you can pull me on up at like 107, you know what I'm saying? Another big accomplishment that happened, I did the 75 hard challenge. I would have never thought I would have done something like that. I don't know how long this challenge has been around, but I've been hearing it, I'll say within the past, a couple of years. After August, when I had that big project, I really just needed a reset. I'm involved in like big projects. I'm really like on a strict schedule, strict mental regimen. Of course, I have my daughter. I knew once August ended, I was just gonna kind of be left back to just regular old life, which I have a good life, but I wanted it to be more structured. August ended, and then I immediately went to Houston for the weekend. Literally had my last alcoholic drink September 2nd. Then I started the challenge September 3rd. September 3rd to November 17th. Yes, 16 days after my birthday. Why did I choose that date? I don't know, but I did. There is physical health involved, but it is not a physical challenge. It's more of a mental challenge and discipline challenge. The things that you're being asked to do is not necessarily hard. You just have to keep doing it for 75 days, no matter what happens in life. That's the hard thing. Like, no matter what happens, you have to show up. I understood from what the 6 things are, as far as how easy or how difficult it is, it's up to me, the ease or difficulty. So the 6 things were to take a progress picture every single day, drink a gallon of water, you had to read at least 10 pages of a book, nonfiction, self-help every day. 2 workouts equaling 45 minutes, and one of those workouts had to be outside. You could pick any diet that you wanted to do. You just had to adhere to it. No cheat days and absolutely no alcohol. I was like, okay, I'll do a low carb diet. That's what I'm used to doing. The water was really hard. I am a gastric sleeve patient. Drinking a gallon a day was highly overwhelming for my body, and I decided, I think I was like 2 weeks in, to drop that amount down to 64 ounces, which I'm required to do as a gastric sleeve patient. Either you're just gonna be drinking water for the next 75 days, or you're gonna have to lessen your water intake so that you can actually eat food. So because I don't have a regularly sized stomach, I did have to make that decision. I did the majority of my workouts outside. Most days I spent an hour and a half plus outside walking. Taking a picture of myself every day, that was nothing. Read 10 pages of a book every day, and that was really the best part of the challenge to me. Why, Maya, you love reading? No, but I've always desired to want to read. I've wanted that to be a part of my lifestyle, but I've just always considered it something very boring. So even with the reading materials that I do have in my possession, I was never consistent with it. You know, I would start it, but just get so bored with it. I wouldn't even tell myself, well, just read, 10 pages a day. I never even looked at reading like that. Like, just do a little bit a day and it'll build over time. And that's what this challenge really taught me overall, is a little bit of consistency every single day. Oh my gosh, you can move so far in life over not a long amount of time and be further along at the end than where you started. So that's what happened with me in reading. I love learning new information. And if reading is how I get that and get it on a consistent basis, then I'm gonna have to read. So I'm almost a week removed from the challenge. I still read at least 10 pages every single day. I've also added in reading an article every single day. I love Apple News. So almost a year ago, I walked away from the Shade Room. I still follow that page, but it's not on my timeline anymore. I really wanted to get into world news, articles written by journalists. I'm so glad that I did that. I think we can get stuck being in a certain proximity a lot of times, and then that'll cause us to think that we're the only ones who go through this. If you're only around a certain thing all the time, you believe that's what it is for your race or your gender, nobody else does this, y'all, it's totally a lie. We got to start reading. Being more consistent with reading articles helped me see the world in a different way. Babe, when I tell you what you think your gender or your race or your city or your state only does, even your country, baby, when I tell you everybody is doing it, everybody is doing it. I kind of look at it as the tea of the world, okay? This is what the articles are giving me. This is what these last couple of months have been. Just self-improvement, self-discovery, learning new things. And I feel like this next year of my life is going to be a lot about learning new things, shifting my mindset, shifting my paradigms, becoming more knowledgeable. And I want y'all to journey with me. Let's learn things together. I'm not afraid to say I don't know something, or maybe I thought something was this way and it's actually that way. I don't care. Don't be afraid of not knowing or getting something wrong, but be afraid of knowing those things and you do nothing to get it right. Baby, we're gonna be doing makeup and we're gonna be having conversations about stuff that I've read, stuff that I've watched. Let's just learn things together. And I'm always gonna come from the place of, guess what I read? I'm not gonna get on here and be like, oh, y'all didn't know this was going on. Oh, I hate people like that. Not hate, but That irritates me. Y'all sitting on Facebook playing, but y'all ain't said nothing about so-and-so. Okay, and I'm never gonna come from a place like that. Let's get this knowledge together. Let's try out new things. Let's implement some things. Yeah, my spiel. I'm about to get done getting ready. I'll see y'all at the end. I'm gonna put all of that on my face at once and just blend in everything together. Do I call this lazy? No. Do I call this working smarter and not harder? Yes. And that's what it is. Be careful what you call yourself. I'm not gonna call myself lazy. It's the main color that I use. This color is just a little bit lighter, so they balance out each other on my skin to me. And I'm gonna take one brush and I'm going to blend all of that in together. And this is just something you can do when you know your products well, how they're gonna mesh together, how much of each you need to put on your face. And I'm gonna just keep blending that in and patting that in, and everything is going to dry itself down. So I am hydrated, primed, illuminated, and I have some coverage from those complexion products. See, look at that, boom. I'm gonna do a little bit of correcting. Go under my eyes, just a little bit around my mouth and chin. I'm gonna use the same brush. Same thing under my eyes, kind of pat that out. I said I wasn't gonna keep talking to y'all, but I guess I kind of am. Everything can be listed below. So I'm gonna start out with the darker color of the two first. Also go down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, and above my lip. Then I'm gonna take a lighter color. So while that's drying down, but it's a darker color, and this is what I use to contour with. Two little. I'm going to do a swipe on my eyes. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to blend everything in, and I'm gonna use it to blend out my contour. And then after I blend out my highlight with another brush, I'm gonna go back in with this brush and just make sure that all the lines are seamless between highlighting and contouring. I don't want any lines of demarcation. What I'm showing you guys is pretty much my staple or go-to makeup look. And from this, I may just, you know, leave it like this, not do anything extra. But if I do, this is the makeup routine that I build on. I'm gonna blend out my eyes. Even putting this color on my eyes is a part of my staple look, because I want to look like I have on eyeshadow without having to do an eyeshadow look. But I think I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look. Take this flat foundation brush. I'm gonna blend out my highlights in the middle of my face, and then I'll save my under eyes for last. Out my forehead. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and just make sure the lines are blended. I'm gonna blend my under eye concealer. I want to use this color right here, blue-green color. I'm gonna put some of that pink on top. kind of turning it purple a little bit. That's pretty. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell. And it's darker than it is appearing on the camera, but that is cute. I'm gonna take a beauty blender and set my highlight spots. Are you gonna focus? Around my mouth. I'm gonna set my whole nose, even though I just highlighted in the middle, but we're gonna set my whole nose. And then we'll come back later and contour the sides of my nose. Let's get into the contour powder. Any brown color, darker than your skin tone, pretty much work. Usually start with my forehead first. I do have on eyeshadow today, but usually I will go over my whole eye with this powder because I had put the concealer on my eyelids. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna just focus it more like in my crease and above. You got a whole eye look without even trying. And then I'm gonna take my brush that I was blending my highlight out with, and I'm just kind of press right there under my eyebrow to bring like some brightness and contrast back. Listen, it don't take much. Oh, I gotta do my cheeks, baby. Main part. Beautiful. Face is shaping up nicely. Then I'm just kind of, whatever's left on the brush, kind of go down the sides of my nose with it. And just take whatever extra you have and go alongside the rest of your jawline. Okay, we looking good. Let's do blush. I am gonna use this palette until I can't use it anymore. But I think I just wanna do the pink. I'm looking real matte right now, which is fine. I love the look, so I just wanna go for like a matte pink. I'm using the same brush I used to do my contour. I'm just gonna pat until the color builds on itself. How are we looking? Do I need to do a little more? I kind of want to. So yeah, I'm going to dinner tonight with someone that I've reconnected with, Miss April. She had business earlier today in Hot Springs, and it's ending like right about now. We were planning after we had our last conversation, like we need to meet up and just like hang out. We kept our promise. Today is that day, and I told her, I was like, I'm coming to Hot Springs. Let's do dinner in Hot Springs. This is just also another gift to myself because I celebrate my birthday all year long. So on this random Saturday, I'm going to go have dinner in another city. And I love that for myself. Like, do I need to do a highlight? I'm real good. It is 3:09 and I need to be leaving here at 3:45. I already know what I'm wearing. Hair is done. Use this palette by Revolution. Still using the same brush. Yeah, you see that? You see that? Putting that right on top of the blush and then bringing it down into the blush. Then I'm gonna also take a little bit and go right under my brow bone. I've been wearing my lipsticks with lip glosses for a while now. I don't think I want to do that today. I feel like I want something lighter in the middle. All All right, we are done. I really want y'all to see like what this is looking like. Do I need to turn off the light? I don't know if that helped, but this is what we're working with. I think if I turn the exposure down some, you'll really see what it is. Like the eyes are smokier than what it's giving on the camera. It's a cute look. I like this. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this makeup look, getting ready with me. I did a tad bit of hair, which I usually don't do in here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back. Holler at me in the comments if you like this video, like it, hit the notification bell, because I will be coming with more stuff, more foundations, more conversations, okay? All right, until next time, y'all be good.